to solve equations using special factors. Hello everyone. Before I start, let me remind you by two things we have studied together, how to multiply or how to expand polynomials. So the first one, let's say we have 2x minus 3 to the power of 2. Some students, they prefer to multiply two parentheses, some direct way. So 2x to the power of 2, the first square, plus or minus, it depends. So minus 2 multiplied by the first multiplied by the second plus ever the second square leads to square everyone. So this is 4x to the power of 2 minus 2 times 2, 4 times 3, 12, and x plus the second square, 9. The second thing, let's say we have 2x minus 3 multiplied by 2x plus 3. You can do the butterfly, you can do FOIL, or if you notice that the first is the same as the first, the second is the same as the second, between them opposite signs, minus and the plus, so we can do it as the first times the first, which is 4x2, the second times the second, which is minus 9. In our lesson, we're gonna do the opposite way to factor. So let's start by the first type. It's called perfect square trinomial. It depends on the formula. If you have a2 plus or minus 2ab plus b2, it can be written as bracket to the power of 2, the first plus or minus, it depends on the sign, and b. Let's have the first example to make it clear. Solve. Two y to the power 3 plus 12y to the power of 2 plus 18y equal to 0. As we insist always that the right hand side must be 0, and it's done. And also the second thing we insist on is to check for GCF. So I see the GCF is 2y. All of them, they can be divided by 2y. So open bracket, I do divide 2y, 3 divided by 2y is y to the power of 2 plus 12y, 2 divided by 2y is 6y plus 18y divided by 2y is 9 equal to 0. 2y is outside. This is a perfect square trinomial, so it can be written as y plus 3 to the power of 2. If I want to give you a hint, so what I say is, what is the square root of y2? The answer is y. What is the square root of 9? The answer is 3. Still, you have to make sure about the middle one. How to make sure about the middle one? You multiply 2 times 3 and then the answer by the first. 2 times 3, 6 times y, 6y. This is a quick way to make it as perfect square. Equal to 0. So the first, according to the zero product property, 2y is equal to 0, or y plus 3 is equal to 0. Never mind about power of 2, because the bracket is repeated, so we take it once. From here, divide by 2, so y is equal 0. From here, -3. Let's have the second example. Hundred z2 minus 21z plus 1 equal to 0. The right hand side is equal to 0. And this is a quadratic trinomial. First, we check for the GCF. There is no GCF. So I open bracket to the power of 2. And I say, what is the square root of 100z2? The answer is 10z plus or minus. What is the square root of the last number, 1? The answer is 1. Not enough before I check the middle one. So I multiply 2 times 1, the answer is 2, times 10z, the answer is 20z, which is the middle one. So it's good and perfect. So never mind about power of 2. I solve it as 10z minus 1 equal to 0. Take it to the other side, 10z equal 1. Divide by 10. Divide by 10. Then z is equal 1 over 10. The second type, it's called difference of squares. Difference, it means minus. Squares, in fact, I would like it to call it 2 squares to make it very clear. So it's just like x squared minus y squared. Can be done as 2 brackets, x and x, minus and plus, y and y. Also, as a hint, you can say, what is the square root of x squared? The answer is x and x. What is the square root of y squared? The answer is y and y. Plus and minus. Let's have example. Solve number 1. x2 minus 144 equal to 0. And reminding you, it can be done by 2 ways, but according to our lesson, we're gonna apply our lesson, the way of our lesson. We open 2 brackets, equal to 0. The square root, as I say, the square root of x2. There's no GCF and the right hand side is 0. It's ready. The square root of x squared is x and x. The square root of 144 is 12. One of them minus and the other is plus. Solving each bracket according to the zero product property, x minus 12 equal to 0, x plus 12 equal to 0, so x equal 12 or x equal negative 12. Second question. (81) y to the power 4 minus 9 y to the power of 2 is equal to 0. The right hand side is 0. It's clear there is GCF. 81 and 9, they can be divided by 9. Y to the power 4 and y to the power of 2. The common is y to the power of 2. Divide 81 divided by 9 is 9. y4 divided by y2 is y2 minus 9y2 divided by 9y2. The answer is 1 equal to 0. Not yet. 9y2. This is difference of two squares, open two brackets, equal to 0. The square root of 9y2 is 3y. The square root of 1 is 1. One of them minus and the other is plus. Solving 9y2 equal to 0 or 3y minus 1 equal to 0 or 3y plus 1 equal to 0. Divide by 9 and then square root. So whatever you do, still y equal to 0. The other one, 3y is equal to positive 1. Divide by 3. 1 over 3. 3y equal negative 1. Divide by 3. So y equal negative 1 over 3.